Hey guys, what's going on? Greenville Gear. Always appreciate you tuning in, and those of you who have subscribed to the channel, if you haven't, please do so, and dropping a like and a comment and all of that good stuff. Always appreciate it. Today I wanted to give you an update on my ongoing adventure in collecting the 1960 TOPPS set, and I've made some progress since my last check-in. Now, of course, there's over 500 cards in the set, and I'm not close, but today's going to be a big day. I won't do it on video because I will do it once I've recorded this, but I've got some stuff to start putting in a binder, I think. And so I've got about 50 cards to show you that I've picked up since this summer. And it begins with this fat stack. Shout out to G's Mikey. He's always talking about fat stacks that he picks up. This is about 46 cards that I got. And I got them this summer at an antique mall, and they are all in excellent condition. So I'll show those to you. I picked up a couple yesterday at a card show, and 3 actually at a card show. I've got one off of eBay on the slab front and all that kind of stuff. So let's get into it. Let me show you what I picked up. I couldn't believe it. These were in a dollar box at an antique mall. And as you will see here, they are all very sharp. So I went through and I picked the ones that I thought had the best centering, the nice corners, good edges, all of that stuff. And so you can see that these are all just fantastic examples. Good colors, not too much wear. Here's a couple of the Rookie Star cards. So I'm just having a blast, and I feel like this is going to be the first vintage set that I do. It's a big set, that's my only thing, but as you know, if you've watched the channel, I've been grabbing 1960 TOPPS for a couple years now, and I think I'm kind of getting serious about it, because I just love this set. I love the look, I love the colors, but I just could not believe this. I think I went and found these at this mall, this antique store, and grabbed maybe 20 or 30, and then I went home and I thought, oh, this is too good of a deal, and I went back the next day and picked up another 20 or so, something like that. All right, so this one doesn't have the greatest centering, but that'll be great in a binder. These are all going to go in my binder. I did also get the special horizontal pages on Ultra Pro, so they'll look nice in there, so that'll be fun. Some of these I actually looked at and thought were pretty close to grading potential, but with PSA prices per card, and my other slabs are PSA, and I wanted to stay consistent, I just didn't think it was worth it. I thought some of these are 6s, 7s for sure, maybe better, but I didn't really want to take the risk. And I love this set too, because not just the colors, but I love the dual photo. I think it's really cool. They all have the portrait, and then they kind of have that action pose as well. And those are also poses on the left, so it's not really like there's any proper action. But nevertheless, I just think this is so cool. So as you can see, one after another, these are all pretty nice. And if you haven't seen the back of 1960 TOPPS, these are these great cartoons. There's really good information on the players. It's just a really nice set. I'm also partial, if you watch the channel, you also know this, I love horizontal cards. It's just a thing I like. Some of the autographs I pick up are often of this variety. Maybe people prefer vertical, but not me, I don't think. So could you believe it? I think 46 cards, again, $1 a piece. I don't think any of them were sleeved, by the way, and they just were all, I'd say, excellent. Near mint. Now there were others that I saw in there. There was no Hall of Famers or anything like that. There's a rough cut on the top. This one's also a little tilted, but still, these are going to be great for a binder, but no Hall of Famers, nothing sleeved. But for just a set builder, for a set collector, this was an absolute find. I'd like to have a similar find about 5 or 6 more times, but we'll see. 6 or 7 more here. And I have ended up with, because I'll just buy them if they're in good shape and they're cheap, I have ended up with a few doubles. And so I think I'll send those off to ComC with my next shipment. If you don't use ComC, you should. I really have a lot of fun on there, especially for completing a set and that kind of stuff, but also just a great place to sell doubles that you have, and then you can fund your collection a little more. A couple more. Blaziken, I think I had already slabbed, if I'm not mistaken. But again, this is why I need to get serious and get my binder going and a checklist, proper checklist going. There was a guy next to me at a card show yesterday, and he had a really nice looking checklist that he was kind of working on a different set, and I said to him, I said, that's the way to do it. You're doing it right. I'm just kind of doing it by feel at this point. But because I need so many of the cards, it's okay. And then I'll start to really avoid the duplicates later. So, at the card show yesterday, I picked up 4 more. And all of them pretty cool. Here's a Gary Geiger. Got a few of those dots, but that's okay. Here's a Joe Morgan, not that Joe Morgan. This Joe Morgan. And then I picked up this Woody Held, which I knew I had actually just gotten on eBay. So this is my copy for the binder. What I'm doing is, if I see copies that are really good online, this is a PSA 7, then I grab them. So I've got a bunch of the commons in 7s, and my resolution has been 7s or better. I guess collector grade would be in a 6, people talk about, because it matches the decade, right? But I've just really liked these as 7s or better. So because I had grabbed that, and I want to do my album, this one will go in the binder. And just to kind of give you some examples here, I've got a bunch of these slabbed, and this is in a 5, this is in a 5, and then I've got a couple 6s. So they don't quite make the cut. In my own criteria, it's purely self-imposed, but there's some of the 6s I got. And I sent those cards in raw. And I got a bunch of 7s. I even got a few 8s, but the 5s and 6s were a little bit of a letdown. So I still don't know what I'm going to do with those 5s and 6s. We'll see. Oh, and the last card I picked up at the card show yesterday was also a 1960 Topps. And it actually was a Hall of Famer, Robin Roberts. Really nice, decent quality. I think it was a few bucks. It wasn't expensive at all for a Hall of Famer. And I thought, this is a perfect Hall of Famer to be able to throw into my binder. So I really like that. So there's the Robin Roberts. So probably added in total, like I said, almost 50 cards to my 1960 Topps set. And I'm just having a blast doing it. Eventually I'll give you a little update on the binder, and hopefully I'll get some more lots and those kinds of things to keep adding to the collection. I've got some big cards I need to get. Obviously the Mantle. I have the Mays. I don't have the Clemente. So we'll see. It's gonna be a challenge, but I think I'll be able to get it done someday. So thanks as always for watching and kind of sharing in this collecting journey. Appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next video.